So that's what Ben means. So, excuse me. I don't want to quit, but the time say I got to quit. So I got to speed this up a little bit more. So as we see that Ben, that's what it means to be a son of God. When you translate son of God, as it said down there, because I say that I am, the word I am. See, that word I am is a very powerful word, because in Exodus 3:14, 3:15, when he said, Moses asked Yahweh, who should I tell him sent me? He said, tell him I am that I am. That's what they translated it as. So that's what everybody think his name is. I am that I am. Well, I am is referring back to Yahweh, the I am consciousness. Once you make that connection that I am, who else can tell you that you're not? Praise Yahweh. So because he said he was self-proclaimed, I am is a self-proclaimed term. That's right. I am. That's dealing with me. That's not dealing with you. So when he said, because I say that I am, making a declaration, it's only one. See, you need to go study Yahweh benyahweh say, until you study the word you can't even approach him. So, the one that's in particular, the son of Yahweh, this very particular one. The son of God, which is Ben in Hebrew, and God is Yahweh. So Ben Yahweh. Because I said I am Ben Yahweh, you saying I'm blasphemy? So because I said, I already know y'all gonna say this, because I said I'm Shem Yahweh, Ben Yahweh, Samuel, the son of Yahweh. That's why Hannah said she shall have a son and she shall call his name, have a son. When you look up the word son in Hebrew, it's going to take you back to a builder of the family name, a grandson. And I am a great grandson of Abraham. Yahweh ben Yahweh is the great grandson of the lineage of Abraham. That's why they kept the lineage and the stock of the Hebrews in the first chapter of Matthew, when they gave the lineage all the way from Adam all the way up into the son of Yahweh. Though I believe it was 14 generations or something like that. But brothers and sisters, y'all got to start reading. Let's continue on. So he said, because y'all saying I'm Yahweh ben Yahweh, because y'all ain't studying and the scriptures can't be broken. Question. He said, if I do not do the works of my Father Yahweh, do not believe me. Okay, these works, these things that Yahweh ben Yahweh did in the name of Yahweh, all in the persons of Yahweh. That's why it says, I must be about my Father's business. See, Yahweh ben Yahweh was standing on business. That's right. Yahweh ben Yahweh was standing on Yahweh's business. See, he said, if I don't do the works of my Father Yahweh, that's what we're going to stop at right here. You Hebrew Israelites and the rest of the detractors out there. If Yahweh, this man, who y'all want to call Hulon Mitchell, his government name, see, he's a son of Yahweh. Whatever you had prior to him becoming the son of Yahweh is irrelevant. So he said, if I don't do the works of my Father Yahweh, y'all ain't got to believe me. But the fact that everything you see me do, all the way down to my appearance and how I come, and the person of how I come, and in the name of how I come, and how I got and accomplished all of these works from Yahweh, believe me not. But if I do, though you do not believe me, believe the works that you may know and believe that the Father Yahweh and me are one. That's why the name Yahweh ben Yahweh is one name which encompasses the Father and the Son, who are one. And I'm Ben Yahweh. I'm a Ben Yahweh. I'm Shem Yahweh. I'm Shemuel. I'm Shemuel ben Yahweh. I'm of Yahweh. There's no way around it. And the rest of all of my other Bens and bots out there, my sisters or the daughters of Yahweh who know you are a bot, and the sons that know they are a son of Yahweh, praise Yahweh. Once again, it's a miracle that we made it here through all the smoke stream. And it says, therefore they sought again to seize him, but he escaped out of their hand. But he escaped out of their hand. And I'm going to end it right there on that note concerning this issue with, because Yahweh ben Yahweh, self-proclaimed, call himself Ben Yahweh, which the scriptures already say that's what we're going to be called by. Once you get this knowledge of who you are. That's why he's the first begotten. He's the first one to even document and publicly make himself known as a son of Yahweh, traced back to the Hebrew Israelite and our culture. It's in the records. It's documented. It's in the files. Yahweh ben Yahweh, well, the United States government versus Yahweh ben Yahweh. Miami-Dade County versus Yahweh ben Yahweh. See, those are two jurisdictions right there. Remember when they had they sought to take Yahweh ben Yahweh in to crucify him? He had to go through two jurisdictions. Remember, he ain't, I think it was Pilate, he ain't want nothing to do with him. Get this man out of here. His blood ain't gonna be on my hand. Praise Yahweh. They say, get him out of here. That man's blood ain't gonna be on my hand. So, let us go to John chapter 8. John chapter 8. John chapter 8, verse 12. Read. Starting verse 12. Then Yahweh ben Yahweh spoke to them again, because he got to keep saying, talking to y'all again, saying, I am the light of the world. He who follows me shall not walk in darkness, but have the light of life. Stop right there. Okay, let us jump. Let us jump over to 8 and 31. John chapter 8, verse 31. Read. Then Yahweh ben Yahweh said to those Jews. Notice who he's saying it is to. To those Jews. To Judah. Which is threefold, twofold. Because he's talking to Judah. But he's also talking to those other Jews over there who say they are Jews and are not. Let us read. Then Yahweh ben Yahweh said to those Jews who believed him. This is dealing with Judah, or the Jews who believe in Yahweh and Yahweh ben Yahweh. if you abide in my word, you are my disciples. If you abide in my word, you are my disciples. Indeed, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. They answered him, saying, we are Abraham's descendants, and have never been in bondage to anyone. How can you say you will be made free? Man, we ain't never been in bondage to nobody. How can you say you gonna make us free? See, this dealing with the carnal-minded Jews, Judah, the people that's carnally minded. This how they answer the questions back. Yahweh ben Yahweh answered them and said, most assuredly